This is an excerpt from Module 2 of our Accelerator workshop, which is marketing training for roofing and contracting companies. I'm going to go through this very quickly. This is training on market sophistication levels, which was originally laid out by Gene Schwartz in his book, Breakthrough Advertising in 1966. This book is hard to get a copy of. You can try Amazon or eBay. It's really an excellent, sought-after publication. But he laid out this market sophistication levels thing. And this applies to your roofing or contracting company, and it also applies to me as the owner of a marketing company owner. So this is like one of the frameworks in which we view our marketing, and you should as well. So we go through the stages here from stage 1 to stage 5 in terms of low market sophistication to higher market sophistication. And what marketing sophistication means is kind of dictates like how good your marketing game needs to be in a really basic sense. So let's bring it down to ground level. Let's make this super practical for you because I want to give you some value here. Stage 1 is when you're the first to the market, just make a claim. Now, roofing and contracting companies have been around for decades, centuries, whatever. But obviously the internet's a relatively new thing. Google ads, Google SEO, more recently Facebook and Instagram are relatively new. So even a few years ago, when you were one of the first roofing or contracting companies on Facebook doing advertising, you could basically get on there and say, hey, we are an A+, triple B rated roofing company in Atlanta, schedule a free estimate or inspection. And that would work. You could get leads, customers, grow your business that way. It was pretty effective because there weren't many contractors on social media. As the years went on, obviously more and more companies, more and more advertisers flocked to Facebook to market and advertise their businesses. Now, in 2019, the Facebook ad inventory is full, so things are getting a little tighter. You need to be better with your ads. You can't just go out there and post some random content and expect to get results. And on top of that, you had companies being like, all right, well, this is social media. Companies or gurus or influencers, whatever you want to call it, can go on there and just claim whatever they want, right? Whether it's true or not. They can post pictures of jobs, and maybe they weren't necessarily their jobs. But that worked a little bit. And then, as sophistication grew, consumer buying behavior has evolved where, our level of our BS meters are tuned in and our skepticism is higher because we know there's companies out there that are making claims. And unfortunately, we've all paid for things, invested in things, put our trust in companies and things that just haven't worked out. So that kind of fuels our skepticism. So as the level of skepticism rises in a market, whether it's us in the marketing industry or whether it's you as a roofing or contracting company owner, you need to evolve. You need to up your game. The bar has been raised. So that means like introducing new techniques of advertising, explaining to people why you're different than everyone else. So that was kind of a basic level there, like why you're different from everyone else, why people should choose you. And then people started getting into like claiming that why they're the best and things like that. And now, whether it's in roofing or marketing, we're at stage 4 and mostly in stage 5 actually, because what you can claim that you're great, that you have a great process, that you deliver all your projects on time, on budget and all that. Anyone can claim that stuff, right? So there's not a ton of value in that, and there's not a ton of believability in that. So consumers, whether it's B2B or B2C, want to see representation that you are a legit company. They don't just want to hear you talk about it on your website or on your Facebook ads. They want to see it. The market no longer believes in the current mechanisms of going out and just claiming that you're great. Skepticism is at an all-time high, so completely new strategies are needed. What are those strategies? Okay, you need to be showing off your company, who you are, show pictures of you and your team and your trucks and your meetings and your job sites and any community events that you're doing, any training, any conferences that you're going to. Show what you're doing. Show videos of you and your team interacting with your clients, interacting on job sites, with projects. Video testimonials from clients and customers are very key because people are no longer going to believe what you say. They're going to believe what other consumers say, what other people like them have to say about their experience working with you. So those are the new strategies that are needed. You can't hide behind a generic website that has the same stock photos as every other roofing company. You're not going to hide behind some random, like, boring generic content on Facebook. You've got to be building a bond with your market, building that know, like, and trust with your market. And the best way to do that right now, and probably moving forward, is with video. Video, being a real company, being transparent, showing people who you are, demonstrating what you do. Those are strategies that are they're pretty simple in concept. They do take work, especially to do them well. So I'm not going to say they're easy, but not many roofing and contracting companies are doing those things, either because they don't have the time, or they claim they don't have the time, which means they don't prioritize it, or they don't know what to do, or they're just not sure. They just don't know what to do, right? So the fact that if you do take action on this stuff and do make an effort to market your business and show your market who you are and put yourself out there, it's going to make a huge difference. You're going to be able to differentiate your company out of the hundreds or thousands of other roofing and contracting companies in your market. And you're going to be able to generate prospects and jobs from people that know, like, and trust you. And when you get people calling you who already know, like, and trust you, three things happen. Your sales process is easier, your jobs are more profitable because you're spending less time on sales, and your job is more enjoyable, your life is more enjoyable. So those are market sophistication levels, kind of sets the framework for why we need to be upping our game in the marketing department, why we need to be doing video, why we need to be active on social media. I know you hear it all the time. Yay, social is where it's at. You got to be doing video. I like to take this time to explain why. And this is exactly why. Consumer buying behavior has shifted. People want to do their research. People want to do their due diligence. People's skepticism levels are at an all-time high. So you've got to cut through the noise. You've got to be different, and you've got to build that bond with your market. It's going to be a little bit of work, and it might be out of your comfort zone. It probably will be, but it's going to pay dividends for your business for many years.